happy people, and welcome to another episode of A Lot of Fun Plays. Today we are going to be looking at the quest line on the right hand side that says talk to Zaki between 6 and 12. However, unfortunately, it has just gone 3 a.m. So we're in a little bit early for that. So let's see what we can do in the meantime. So, what have we been up to? So, over the weekend, we did take a bit of time to party up with Mega, and we went out and we had a look at um, collecting materials. So, what that has meant is that we have gone up a few levels and a few bits and pieces that we've been doing. So, we've gone up in fishing, and we have gone up in with the pickaxe, and we've gone up with the foraging. And everything else is kind of sitting at level 4. We do need to look at furniture making. So we could probably look at that for now. We might need to buy some more wood to be able to do that. But let's see what's going on with this. So we need to come in here. Unfortunately, I think today is the last day for this, so we're not going to quite make it through to the free garment that we would be able to get, which is a bit of a shame, but we'll keep trying, see what happens. Let's not give up yet. And this is the other one that we're doing at the moment. I wasn't actually aware that we were doing this, and Mega showed me that that's why I had a little one sitting on my screen for so long, because I needed to claim that. Now here you will see some of the stuff have diamonds attached to it. This is premium store kit. So to be able to get those items, you need to pay real money. So you do unlock it by using your credits here, but to get credits, you need to add credits, and that's real money. Now, with the version of guide that I am doing everything I can without purchasing any additional anything financially. This is staying completely free and how to play for complete free. Okay, so I don't want to have any expense at all. I've got another profile where I do all of that stuff, and I don't want to be doing it across two profiles, so I'm keeping this one absolutely free. If you have any questions about the premium store, things that you can buy, how that all works, happy to answer those questions for you. But this specific profile with a lot of fun is based around a free gameplay. Okay, so let's go back to what we were looking at. Amazing. So let's go get our mail. Should be our Zaki coins that we're gonna. Oh no, got some wood from Mashira. Amazing. So I have our Zaki coins in my backpack at the moment because we are gonna go and spend these very soon. That's what we've just achieved from the 1 in a million quest line. Now, something very exciting that I did do in the last episode is that we went and we purchased the wreaths to be able to expand our property. Okay, so please feel free to jump back and see that. Now, what I did while we were off screen, I actually hadn't bought enough and I needed one additional one, which I went and got. So now we have the bigger lot. I've moved all of these bits and pieces back a bit further. So we've got a lot of nice space. Now, you can't move trees that you did not physically plant. So some of the trees on my property I cannot move, and at this point in time I've got no intentions of cutting down. There are other trees on the property, as you can see here, that we did plant and place, so they highlight like this. But all these other trees, these are part of the game that I have not cut down yet. Okay, I did clear all the stone, or most of the stone, away from the area where we are. I did move the house back a little bit. I have added a little bit of kit here as far as moving the plants that were over here to make it look a little bit pretty. I did add some more campfires because we need to make some more money. So cooking is one of the good ways to make money, cooking and selling. And we have got our gardens planted up here at the moment as well. So lots and lots going on. A a lot of it is very slow gameplay, so I just didn't want to do it all with you or recording all of it because it can become a little bit draggy. The other thing too, really important, see this little hanging sign? If you cut it down, you can cut it down with an axe. If you cut it down, you cannot ever get it back. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many properties you own, how many plots you open up, you cannot get that back once you have cut it down. So please keep that in mind. And if you cut it down on any of your other properties, it's gone from this one as well. So it's very important that if you would like to keep that, that you just do not cut it down. Okay, once you've cut it, it is gone for good. Now this is the cypress tree that I got during the bloom a little while ago. I need a second one so I can put one on this side just to give me a bit of an entrance to the property. What do you think? I think that would be really nice. I did a bit of a cleanup over here and put all the bugs in. I should put the ones that are the same together, but I haven't got that far just yet. Our little fishing, I did some fishing and we got some star quality fish while I was fishing. And so I brought all those back here and our bugs as mentioned previously. So different sorts of bugs, different size containers, different sorts of fish, different size containers. There is a bigger container again that will come for fish for the really big ones. Now I said I had no wood, however I just remembered that I had made planks because I cut down a lot of trees when we were clearing the property. Also too with our bits here, this is going to fill my backpack, but we are going to make some furniture. So let's get all of this out because I am in dire needs of some shelves to put everything on. Now there was another trunk that was here. I have moved that out to the back of the property so that when we go to Bahari through the back gate, we will be able to use that trunk there. Now, as I mentioned before, I put down, we've increased the size of our property. So what you will see, this is how you know where your property boundary currently is. So I'm leaving stuff in these corners on purpose so that I'm aware of where this boundary is. Okay, now I did move the fence out a little bit further, but I now don't have enough fence to go all the way across because we haven't made any more fence, which we can do. But that is where we are currently sitting at. So let's have a look at the furniture we can make. Now I really need a shelf, but we need to look at Never Crafted and let's make some stuff that we can do. So we didn't make a bell, even though we do have the bell, because it was gifted to us. I am gonna make, oh, I can do my axe. Look, I'm gonna do that first, guys, just to get that done. Because I really need that. We got some repair kits that were given to us with that, amazing. These pots, I'm not sure where they came from. I'm pretty sure it was one of the decor things that we did when we went to see Tish, and she's given us these pots. We have our upgraded smelter, but we don't have everything we need for that, so we still need more leather. We've got our other furniture here, but I don't have what it takes to be able to make some of this stuff. Let's have a look and make a torch. So hopefully if we make 2 of these, I like to do 2 of everything. It will give us another recipe to choose from. Yes. And none of those are shelves. That's a wall cabinet though. Let's grab that. So now when we go back to the bench, hopefully, nope, we don't have what we need for the cabinet. Let's try. We don't have, what are we missing? So we need wood. Okay, let's go cut down a tree. First things first, let's put these little torches out because they will look pretty at night time in between my flowers. Light the torch. Okay, now we need wood. Now we can cut down any of the wood that's here. Don't get me wrong, but is there anything more on our property that we need to cut down? Let's water our trees that we're growing. So sometimes you'll see that there's a hollow bit under the tree. Don't stress about that. It's just that the rendering is missing a little bit there, and it will come back as the tree gets bigger. Okay. So we're going to take this tree. Oh, we've got our new axe. We're going to take this tree out. Did we need logs or did we need? We needed logs. Okay, cool. So now we can make this wall cabinet. What recipes are going to offer us? Ah, this is the wall shelf I was hoping for. What do we need to make that? We need more logs. Okay, let's go put this cabinet in the kitchen. Where can we put the cabinet? Might move our pots and pans over here. And then we can put our wall cabinet above the bench. Amazing. Okay. Just going to pop these in here. I have got no focus, so I need to deal with that. Which is a bit of a shame. Hopefully I didn't miss out on too much there. We've got our little blue, got blue stuff everywhere. And this is because of the 1 million. But these will all end up around the property, different places. But in a way too, it also shows when we came on board, because these are things that people will see if they ever come to our property, and they're going to know that we were here for the 1 million anniversary. Okay, which is great. What are we looking for? We are looking for wood. Let's get our axe out again. We'll go for this tree here this time. Once again, I'm not really wanting to cut stuff within our tree line, within our property line, sorry, not tree line, within our property line, because I want to kind of keep it natural if we can. Okay, now can we make 2 chops? Yes. What else are we going to do? A gate. I did say I needed a gate for the back, didn't I? So we'll get that. Now, we can put, let's see if I can get it in line with the cabinet. There. And now we can move some of this stuff up to here instead of sitting on the floor. Amazing. So we can now move the chair out. It's too close. No, there. Which will then give us a bit more room. So we've got our balloons that we got at the Magi Markets for attending the Magi Markets. This banner here was for attending the Magi Markets as well. And then we've got our other bits and pieces that we've got as we've gone through, which is kind of exciting. I'm going to move that over there. I probably will make a space outside eventually that will have all of the stuff from that we've actually managed to collect. Now, what else do we need to put up at the moment? We can put our little pods up, but I can only put up 3. So I've got 2 that look like they might be part of a set. So let's put these up, just turn them. If I can hit the right key. So your turning keys are your Q and your E, the same as they are with all the other furniture and anything else that you're moving around. Cool, cool, cool. And just for fun, let's put this one in the middle. Oh, it's not going to sit in the middle though, is it? No. Weird placement, that's okay. We will tidy that up down the track. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So things are progressing. Have you got a face? Yes, you have. You can go there and you can move a bit closer. Once again, this is not our final design of the house. This is just what we're doing. In retrospect, I'm probably going to attach a room to this wall anyway. And before we put a room on here, we would need to clear everything away. Otherwise, it ends up back in your trunk, which we don't want to do. And yeah, but we haven't bought the room. We've got to go into town and buy a room. And I'm not financially in a position where I want to be doing that right now, because I really do want to concentrate on trying to get that last part of our backpack. And the last part of the backpack is 25,000. And we're currently sitting on 11 at the moment. So we've got a little bit of work to do to be able to get that up to the 25,000 to be able to get our last backpack. So we need to earn some money. What's a good way to earn money? To go mining, to chop things, to do your gardening, even fishing, and then grilling what you're catching is also a really good way to be able to get money. So let's look at what we're going to do. So let's have a quick squiz. I think that we will head into Kilima, and we are going to do some fishing and bits and pieces there, some hunting, whatever we need to do to try and get things that we can then sell while we're waiting to go and do the task with Zaki. So I could do my garden, which is also another really good way of making money, but we will leave this for the minute. I am gonna water, even though most of it is ready. Just because I want to try and it'll grow while we're away. And then, boring for people to watch, I know, I'm sorry. Just pick the weeds so it doesn't restrict the plant from growing. Awesome sauce. All right. I know it's not a lot to put into the bin. We're going to make nearly nothing from it, but every little bit, right? Perfect. All right. We are going to head into town. Alrighty, so we are now in town. There are quite a few flags out. And that is for the errands for Wreath quest that we need to do. But what I would like to do at the moment is to go and see Hidori, what direction he's coming into town. You're going to say, how did I know he was coming into town? And that is wholly and solely because his distance was showing as reducing rather than expanding. So he's coming closer to us, right?
Not a lot of folks come around these parts.
And these bubbles are normally pretty good because it means you've upgraded something and then you can get your next piece of kit. So what have we got? We have got the fine pick. Yes. We've got Polonium. So Polonium itself, the ore is only available in either Elderwood, which is a place we haven't been to yet, and the Highlands, which is also a place we haven't. No, not the Highlands. No, not the Highlands, just Elderwood, which we haven't actually been to yet. Sorry, I had to think for a moment there. But we're still going to get it because we need this to be able to fix Wreath's tablet.
I suppose I'll be seeing you around.
Oh, amazing. Oh God, he's got a quest line. No, we're not doing that at the moment. We are going fishing and hunting. So when you are looking at things in your achievements, and I've just realised we've probably got a weekly achievement that I haven't done yet. Nope, that's okay. I will do that off screen. So what we need to do to get your achievements, it will all come down to different quality of fish. Each fish There are different fish that you can get. Some are caught without bait, some are caught with a normal worm, and then there is also a thing called a glowworm, which we don't have access to just at this point in time, but we will get there. And then we will be able to catch those fish. But let's get all the fish that we can get with no worm at the moment. So this is a node. So when you go into the node, it will change color, and then you know you're in the node. So we're fishing with no bait right now. I do have some worms, but not a lot of worms. So we're going to go for the no bait. Sorry if I'm flicking around too much. I do that. It's just natural for me to look around while I'm fishing. So you're going to get 3 bobs. Then you click your left mouse and try and keep the fish inside the bar. Now, as you noticed, it did jump and kind of come outside the bar, which then made the bar go red. We don't want a red bar. If you feel that the fish is doing that, you can actually take your finger off. And I know it's really hard for me to be able to show you, but you can take your finger off the mouse, so lift it up, and then that will actually stop you actually trying to catch the fish while it's out. So the whole point is you're trying to keep the fish inside the bars, like that. Amazing. Those 2 nodes are done. You're trying to keep the fish inside the bar. If it goes outside the bar will drop to red until the fish comes back inside the bar again. However, you can take your finger off if the fish is outside the bar, and then that way it doesn't mean that you're trying to catch it. So down the track, that little tiny bit of information will be super handy when you're trying to catch some very, very hard fish. There are these fish in Elderwood called lake sharks, and they're a bit of a nightmare to try and catch, and you need to be taking your finger on and off the key to be able to pull them in. Now, the last place that we fished was classed as a pond. This is now a lake. So it's not an ocean, it's a lake. It's built over there. So this is a different sort of fish that we will get again. So if you catch star quality fish and you then grill them, which we won't be doing at the moment because we need the star quality fish, but if you catch star quality fish and then grill them, you can actually make a fair bit of money. And you only get star quality fish, the little gillyfin, you only get star quality fish from nodes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, then we'll watch it come in. Okay, so we got a trunk. So these are flooded chests, the waterlogged chests, sorry. And they normally have some form of gear inside them. So that one gave us a lure, which to this day I've still got no idea what that's actually used for, but I still carry mine in my other profile all of the time. Right, so pulling the fish in. It's a nice calm one, it's not a hard fish to pull in. Little gillyfin again. There's another node over here. Hopefully we get something other than a gillyfin. So that did look like it went outside the node, but it was yellow, so it'll be interesting to see whether it's classed as a node or not. I'm not sure what this is. This does not look like a fish though. This is a grubby ducky. So this is one of the collectibles that you can get when you play. There will be lots of collectibles. You can actually clean that ducky and then it won't be a grubby ducky anymore. You can put it out on your property as a decoration. I'm getting the Crystal Lake Lotuses because we need those to be able to make our smoke bombs. Looking for nodes. Oh, nice big copper there. Where are all the nodes? Here's one. Alright, I'm not sure that we'll fish for too much longer because that is not interesting for you guys to be watching. Another waterlogged chest. Now normally when you get these, they will come, my first waterlogged chest. Normally when you get these, they stay as a chest like that. If you click on it and then right click your mouse, it will open it, and there we've got a makeshift failed planter. Okay, there is a whole collection of makeshift items that you need to collect, and primarily the only way to get them is to do it through waterlogged chests. Right, let's do some hunting. Now that we have the better arrows, life is a little bit easier here. Need chapra for fur. The blub blub blub. Every time I do that, for some reason, I cannot shoot very well afterwards. I don't know if I've got any bombs, if I got bombs. All of these bugs want to be catched or caught. Sorry, bad English. Okay, let's go back to catching. So hunting became a lot easier when we had the upgrade to the arrows and the upgrade to the bow. Makes things a bit more accurate. And you also only need one shot, which is probably one of the important bits. So with chapra, yes, they will run from you, but you can still hit them when they are running, and you can hit them when they're starting to go into the ground, which I find is the easiest time. So I'll follow it, get close, and then I will hit it once we get close enough. So this one's running. one's running. So I could shoot at it now if I wanted to. Missed it because I couldn't see where it was going. That is okay as well. So what I'm actually trying to do is get stuff that we can sell. So we can cook the meat from both of these animals. We get the fur from the chapper as well that we can use to make smoke bombs. So everything has a purpose. Okay, there's a little pond over here. Let's try fishing again. Different sort of fish again should come through because it's a pond. Getting all of this. Is there a node? Yes, there is. You can fish without a node. I just find that you get star quality fish. So that's why I like to do that. Amazing. Ooh. What is it? Alright, so we're just about out of time. We can go and see Zucky for this quest line. Enough chapper for now. Oh, hang on. She says as she shoots one more. I did see one. Where did he go? Oh, no, that's not a silver. Whoop, wasting. I don't like wasting arrows. So I don't just normally randomly shoot at animals. To me, everything is a resource that I've had to work and gather to be able to put all this together. So I don't want my efforts to go to waste. So I am probably a bit of a stooge when it comes to these sorts of things, but to me it's about making sure I've got everything I need resource-wise. So resource-wise at the moment we need coin. There is a point in the game, I say this all the time, where we will actually not need coins as much. How is this not rendered? We won't need coins as much in the future. So you know, but for right now, this is something we absolutely need. So let's just do what we need. Oh, I'm going to be full. Hopefully there is not going to be anything that we need to collect. Now, we're going to do these Zucky coins. It might not let me because we're full. Okay, what can I do? I can eat soup or I can eat the ice cream. Amazing. And it will put all the Zucky balls together. Fantastic. I'm not going to open those till we get home, but I now have at least a space in my backpack. So we need to go and see Ziki at 6 p.m. So let's go. We're a few minutes early what's going to happen is we are going to be swept into a video. So what I'm going to say here, because I'll probably show this as a separate video down the track. So I'm just going to take a pause here for a second, and then we will go and talk to Ziki. Okay, so now it is 6 o'clock and we're going to go and talk to Ziki about the Look to the Sky questline.
Anytime with Zaki is party time. Got some stuffs I need.
And welcome to the party. So it says, find a way to distract Eshe. Where is she? Let's go and find her. So we've got everybody is here. So do we need to talk to people? Well, I'm going to say yes. Let's get rid of these other quest lines so that we're not seeing things that we don't need to be not seeing right now to help us through this. Perfect. So let's talk to Clary. Says she's got a flag. Let's see why.
Only the ignorant stop learning. Aha. Now, back to my books.
Talk to Ziki to lead the party. Was that really it? That's all we needed to do? Okay, let's have a look at the party before we leave. So this is the mayor's mansion. We came up here to see Canal. Okay, but this is just an amazing space that they do up for any parties and bits and pieces. You can eat, we don't need to. There is a space over here where Shara is with the bar, which is amazing. You've got a disco area here, which is pretty fantastic. Restaurant with all wreath stuff. Once again, you can eat. Jal is just standing in the middle there for whatever reason. You've got Hussein with all of the fireworks and bits and pieces. Not quite sure why it's him and not Hidori, but anyway, you've got two. You come over here and you've got Badru. He's with all the chess tables and bits and pieces. So it's an amazing setup. It really is beautiful. I didn't expect that we would actually solve that little bit so quickly. Anyway, so we are now going to go back and talk to Ziki wherever he is hiding. Where is he? Outside? Oh, in here.
Anytime with Zaki is party time. Ooh.
Saying that we might have more we need to do.
Be seeing you.
Nope, we got sent straight back home. So, talk to Ziki.
Working hard or hardly working?
Okay, so what are we up to? Pleasure doing business with you. See you at the temple. Wait, what? Alrighty. Quest line completed.
Got some stuffs I need to take care of.
So, the Temple of the Gales is a huge temple. It is a lot of fun. There is a lot of gliding and maneuvering, and you very much learn very quickly how to do things. Yeah, it's one of the ones I super enjoy, so it's going to be fun, but I will do that 100% as a completely separate um, video, because I want to make sure that I've got all of the information that I need prior to heading in and doing that. So let's call that a day. So thank you very much for tuning in. And once again, as always, please make sure that you come back and see us again. Thank you for your time today. Appreciated. Bye.